Welcome to our channel. Today we unravel a tragic and shocking story where love and betrayal intersect in the most devastating way. This is the heartbreaking case of Jessica Green, whose life was cut short by her husband in a crime that stunned a community. Join us as we delve into every detail of this tragic tale, exploring the life of Jessica, the troubled marriage that led to her death, and the legal battle that followed. This case is a stark reminder of how love can turn into something dark and destructive. Let's start by understanding who Jessica was and how her relationship with Daniel Cooper began. Jessica Green was born on July 17, 1986 in Austin, Texas. From an early age, she demonstrated a deep love for literature and learning. Growing up in a supportive family, she excelled in school and nurtured her passion for writing. Jessica attended the University of Texas, where she pursued a degree in English literature. Her friends and professors remember her as a bright, enthusiastic student who was deeply committed to her studies and her dream of becoming an author. In 2010, Jessica met Daniel Cooper at a mutual friend's wedding. Daniel, born on March 5, 1984, was a successful real estate agent known for his charisma and ambition. Their connection was instant and intense, and it wasn't long before they were inseparable. By 2012, Jessica and Daniel's relationship had become serious. They were engaged, and their wedding took place on June 1, 2013. It was a beautiful event filled with joy and celebration, marking what seemed like the beginning of a happy life together. In the early years of their marriage, Jessica and Daniel appeared to be a picture-perfect couple. They enjoyed socializing with friends and attending events together, often showcasing their happiness on social media. However, by early 2014, friends and family began to notice subtle signs that not all was well. Jessica started to seem more anxious and withdrawn. She was less involved in social activities and appeared increasingly troubled. Rumors about Daniel's fidelity began circulating. Some friends and acquaintances mentioned seeing Daniel with other women, and whispers about his possible infidelity started to spread. On December 23, 2014, Jessica made a devastating discovery. While going through Daniel's phone and email, she found explicit texts and emails from Laura Jenkins, a woman Daniel had been seeing on the side. Laura, born January 10, 1985, was an old college friend who had recently re-entered Daniel's life. The discovery of the affair left Jessica heartbroken. She confronted Daniel on the same day, leading to a heated argument. Jessica was deeply hurt and conflicted, but hoped they could work through their issues. The situation reached a breaking point on the night of December 27, 2014. Jessica and Daniel had another intense argument. This was reportedly the most severe conflict they had ever experienced. Friends and family later recounted how the relationship had deteriorated rapidly. Neighbors reported hearing loud noises coming from the Green residence that night. The sounds were described as aggressive and violent, raising concerns about what was happening inside the house. By the morning of December 28, 2014, Jessica's neighbors grew concerned when they noticed unusual activity at her home. They called the police, leading to the discovery of Jessica's lifeless body. When police arrived, they found a crime scene marked by a violent struggle. There were broken pieces of furniture, a bloodied vase, and personal items scattered around the room. The initial assumption was that the incident might have been a domestic dispute that escalated. The investigation quickly focused on Daniel Cooper. Surveillance footage showed him leaving the house on the night of December 27th and returning late that night. His behavior was suspicious, and inconsistencies in his statements raised red flags. Forensic analysis was crucial in piecing together what happened that night. Jessica's autopsy revealed that she had been bludgeoned with a heavy object and then strangled. The murder weapon, a crystal vase, had Daniel's fingerprints on it. The evidence was compelling. The fingerprints on the vase, combined with the nature of Jessica's injuries, pointed directly to Daniel's involvement. Despite his claims of innocence, the forensic evidence painted a clear picture of his guilt. On January 4, 2015, Daniel Cooper was arrested and charged with the murder of his wife. The arrest came after a thorough investigation that linked him to the crime. His arrest was a significant development in the case, and the media coverage was intense. Laura Jenkins, the woman Daniel had an affair with, was also questioned, but was cleared of any direct involvement. The focus remained on Daniel and his motive, stemming from the affair and the deteriorating relationship. Daniel Cooper's trial began on June 15, 2015. The prosecution presented a strong case, arguing that Daniel had premeditated the murder following Jessica's discovery of the affair. They emphasized the violent nature of the crime and the clear motive. Daniel's defense argued that Jessica's death was an accidental result of a domestic dispute. They attempted to discredit the forensic evidence and suggest alternative explanations for the evidence found at the scene. The trial was highly publicized, with media coverage focusing on the dramatic details and emotional testimonies. The courtroom was packed with spectators, and the case attracted significant attention from the public and press. On July 30th, 2015, the jury returned a verdict of guilty for second-degree murder. The verdict was a significant moment for Jessica's family and friends, who had endured months of emotional turmoil. The jury's decision was based on the overwhelming evidence presented during the trial. Daniel Cooper was sentenced to 30 years in prison without the possibility of parole. The sentence was seen as a measure of justice for Jessica, but could not undo the pain and loss experienced by her loved ones. Jessica's death had a profound impact on her family and the community. Her parents established a scholarship fund in her memory, aimed at supporting aspiring writers and continuing her legacy in literature. The case also highlighted important issues related to domestic violence and the signs of an unhealthy relationship. Jessica's story has served as a powerful reminder of the potential consequences of betrayal and violence. As we reflect on the tragic story of Jessica Green, it's important to address the broader implications for those in toxic or abusive relationships. Recognizing the signs of abuse and seeking help is crucial in preventing such tragedies. Thank you for joining us as we explore this poignant and tragic case. If you found this video informative and moving, please like, comment, and subscribe for more true crime stories. Your support helps us continue to bring these important stories to light. Until next time, stay safe and be vigilant.